Hello, hello. It's Pax here, back with pre-release kit set number 7. Let's see. Yeah, number 7 for the Brothers War. Let's see who will win out this time, Mishra or Urza. Last few have been kind of hard to judge. Let's see where this goes. Right. Okay. First off, let's see what dice we get. Oh, we got a green one from Mishra. We got a blue one from Urza this time. Okay. All right. So, cool dice. Let's see how the Brothers War goes. All right. Starting things off, Urza with that Platoon Dispenser and Visions of Phyrexia for Mishra. Both very playable. Platoon Dispenser, of course, being much, much more powerful. Just being able to flood the board with tokens and acting as a draw engine, whereas Visions of Phyrexia, of course, powers up to make a bunch of can make a bunch of Power Stone tokens. Of course, the first turn it comes in, it always makes a token. I wonder if that triggers off other things being played from exile. Huh, not sure. Have to look into that. But so far, the edge is going to Urza, although both have a very strong start. So let's see where we go from here. Mishra starting things off with Takasia's Onulet, Death Charge Colossus, Mishra's Domination, Ar Argothian Sprite, which is very strong, Power Stone Fracture, a fantastic piece of removal, Phalanx Vanguard, Weak Stone Subjugation, Evolving Wilds, Overwhelming Remorse, which is one of the best pieces of removal in this set, at least that common, Loran's Escape, Levitating Statue, Keeper of the Cadence, Battlefield Butcher, which is very good closer, and Cassia's Welcome, and a Foundry Inspector. So to start things off, it looks like we've got a very strong lean towards black-red, with two fantastic pieces of removal, a strong closer, and a few good artifacts to go. And of course, Platoon Dispenser on Urza's side can be played in pretty much anything. So that definitely is a strong start. Desynchronize, Bitter Reunion, Burrowing Razor Maw, Killzone Acrobat, Goblin Firebomb, Recommission, Unleash Shell, Raise to the Ground, Ravenous Gigamole, Skyfisher Spider, a very strong piece of removal as well. Slagstone Refinery, Ashnod's Harvester, and Transmigrant's Crown, a very strong thing, and a Mystic Forge is extremely powerful in a set chock full of artifacts, such as this one. Power Stone token. So looks like a big artifacts kind of build, perhaps. Maybe a black-white big artifacts. Although you could reasonably go multicolor with that. All right. Then for Mishra, we have Scrapwork Mutt. Boulder Branch Golem. So leaning towards, because of that, leaning towards green-black. Clay Revenant, Yodian Medic, Philagi Archaeologist, Philagi Chain Dancer, Aeronaut's Wings, which is a sleeper common, very, very powerful in this set. Swiftgear Drake, Weakstone's Subjugation, which is a second piece of blue removal. Philagi Dragon Engine, very powerful on its own. Recruitment Officer, a Skyfisher Spider, very good, and a Hall of Tagson. So perhaps moving into a big artifacts build over here as well, and a Springleaf Drum, which can be useful early ramp. Forest and a Soldier Token. Okay. For Urza pack number 2, we have Whirling Strike, Shoot Down, it's a very strong piece of removal. Gix's Caress, Deadly Repoussé, Koilos Rock, Mishra's Juggernaut, Unleash Shell, Goblin Firebomb, Raise to the Ground, Ravenous Gigamole, Spotterthopter, which plays into our big artifacts build, Battlefield Butcher, continuing the strong black showing that we have, Involuntary Cooldown, and Rootwire Amalgam. Wow, that is a big pull. And Millstone, which has some utility in Sealed, just as an extra way of closing out the game. So we have a very strong showing for green-black now, with a potential splashing of white to make Platoon Dispenser more powerful. And considering that we've got the Spider and several pieces of removal, that could go very well. Alright, Mishra pack number 3, we have Desynchronize, Bitter Reunion, Burrowing Razor Maw, Killzone Acrobat, Recommission, Curate, Mine Worker, Scrapwork Cohort, very, very strong, Scrapwork Rager, Takacia's Dig Site, which is a sleeper card in the set. The Surveil 1 for 3 is very useful. Involuntary Cooldown, Spotterthopter, Go for the Throat, and a Teferi, Temporal Pilgrim, which on its own could push us towards that, and a very, very strong artifact in Black Blade Reforged. So perhaps now we're looking at a at something like maybe a blue-black build. Let's see, we had very strong. Let's see, we had strong green, very strong black. Our black removal is fantastic. Got levitating statue to go along with that, but got some strong blue removal as well. I may be getting the two builds mixed, but Boulder Branch Golem is very good, even if you don't play it for its prototype. Aeronaut's Wings is very powerful. Yeah, we've got two pieces of blue removal, some strong black. Scrapwork Rager and Cohort are both very, very good. Dig Site goes well into it as well. And Spotterthopter for digging for things. It's got a lot going on there, so I don't know, possibly a big blue-black kind of control-y build, and then we've got, of course, big artifacts on Urza's side. So let's see where we go from here. So we've got Union of the Third Path, Stern Lesson, Emergency Weld, Ambush Paratrooper, desynchronize, Citadel Stalwart, which helps move into the green-black strategy even heavier. Let's see. Giant Growth, Air Marshal, Arms Race, Mass Production, Mishra's Research Desk, Hercule's Final Meditation. Not really what we're looking for here. But we also have an Inspiring Statuary, which is very strong, and a foil Mishra's Bauble. Go ahead and sleeve that. So that actually helps our plan quite a bit for the big artifacts, especially the Statuary and the Bauble. Statuary, of course, making all of our non-artifact spells much cheaper with the artifacts that we're getting, so you could, in fact, tap. Like, you could potentially play the Hercule's Final Meditation there. It really just depends on what you're looking to do. So, like for instance, you could play quite a bit of blue with Desynchronize and Machine over Matter. And use Stern Lesson to dig and ramp. Slow things down with Involuntary Cooldown. We got like Battlefield Butcher, which goes well with that. Spotter Thopter is an option there. Let's see. Juggernaut is pretty powerful in this. Gix's Caress could even potentially see play, or Shoot Down. Let's see, then we still have our green-black removal. Yeah, double Desynchronize actually could be very useful with the that Inspiring Statuary. We still have a very strong, probably could go into 5-color, artifacts with that. So the Teferi definitely starts to tilt the favor towards Mishra, but we have a very clear-cut game plan here with Urza. So let's see what Mishra's 4th pack brings us. Got Latinam Adept, Rock Hunter, Chemical Honor Guard, Moment of Defiance, Union of the Third Path, Evolving Wilds, Overwhelming Remorse number 2, so pushing us further into that blue-black control, Lorenz Escape, Mine Worker, Slagstone Refinery, Ashnod's Harvester, Arms Race, and Simeon's Simulacrum, which is very, very powerful. Even if we're not going for green as our main line, it's still very strong. Springleaf Drum, the second one now, for more ramp. Gix's Caress as a foil. All right, so ton of Power Stones and some very quick ramp with our Foundry Inspector and to potentially Springleaf Drums, which would become free in that instance. So you could potentially go Foundry Inspector, free Springleaf Drum, tap it and the Foundry Inspector for an extra mana on turn 3. So there's an option. Yeah, let's see where Urza pack number 4 takes us. I am loving this set of pre-release kits. So Curate, Pendragon Strongbow, Thanos' Tinkering, Dredging Claw, Aeronaut Cavalry, Third Path Savant, Citadel Stalwart, Machine over Matter, Giant Growth, Go for the Throat, Battery Bearer. Ooh. Battery Bearer in with our existing kind of Sultai mix is very strong. Gurgling Anointer, Razorlash Transmigrant. Now this card, even if you don't get the discount for your opponents having 4 or more non-basic lands, it's just an absolute pain to deal with. It is constant aggression. That's just very powerful, and a Pristine Talisman, which plays very heavily into our existing strategy of big artifacts. and has the bonus of it gains you life every turn. Because there's no reason not to tap it, at least on your opponent's turn. So, see where the 5th pack for Mishra gets us. We have Perimeter Patrol, Gixian Skullflare, Survivor of Corliss, Urza's Rebuff, Sibling Rivalry, Gnarlroot Pallbearer, Prison Sentence, Scatter Ray, which plays more into that blue-black control that we have going, Supply Drop, Airlift Chaplain, Battery Bearer, Yodian Tactician, Gurgling Anointer, Sky Strike Officer, playing even more heavily into that blue-black, and a Mox Amber. Nice. That is the 3rd Mox Amber that we've pulled from pre-release packs. That's very nice. So continuing along our blue-black plan, Gurgling Anointer actually plays into that very, very well, since we'll be drawing quite a few extra cards from Teferi and similar things. Let's see where Urza Pack 5 gets us. Blanchwood Prowler, Gixian Infiltrator, Veteran Powerblade, Retrieval Agent, Tomical Scrapsmith, Gaia's Gift, Excavation Explosion, Stone Retrieval Unit, playing very well into that big artifacts kind of build. Tower Worker, doing the same. Corrupt, which is always great if you have, black as one of your primary colors. Flow of Knowledge, very strong among blue, although we would really prefer to see that with the Teferi deck. Gaia's Courser, and a Steel Seraph. Oh, things have gotten very strong over here. A Burnished Heart and a foil Teferi of their own. Oh, man. Okay, so Urza definitely had some huge pickups there. With a Steel Seraph, a Teferi Temporal Pilgrim, and a Burnished Heart. Like that, plus the flow of ideas and everything else that we have going on here is wow. Wow, wow, wow. Urza's very much pulling ahead here. Oh man, it's a heck of a surprise. So Disfigure pulling back towards that blue-black control. Takaskia's Onulet. Depth Charge Colossus. Mishra's gonna have to pull something big for this. Mishra's Domination. Argothian Sprite. Power Stone Fracture, another great piece of removal. Scatter Ray, another great control element. Supply Drop, Airlift Chaplain, Hoarding Recluse, Gaia's Cursor, Flow of Knowledge, so they both have a Teferi and a Flow of Knowledge, so that's very, very powerful. Bushwhack, and a Fade from History with an Ashnod's Altar. Oh no. I think Mishra's in trouble here. I think Mishra is in a lot of trouble here because big artifacts plus a Teferi, and like we've got these huge, huge things, and even a very viable Hercule's Final Meditation. Like that is a very bad sign for Mishra. So we've got Bitter Reunion, Burrowing Razor Maw, Killzone Acrobat, Recommission, Curate, Pendragon Strongbow, or Penrigan Strongbow, Air Marshal, Gaia's Gift, Excavation Explosion, Yodian Tactician, Reconstructed Thopter, Static Net, Battlefield Forge, and a Chromatic Star, plus a foil Veteran's Power Blade. Yeah, it looks like you can reasonably play every single thing on this side, all in the same deck. So, oh wow. So you've got a decent blue-black, maybe even Esper control over here. But you've just got big artifacts over on Urza's side. I think Urza just wins this one hands down, because every advantage that basically every advantage that the that Mishra has, Urza also has, but has more of. Because like we've got Steel Seraph, we've got Platoon Dispenser, we've got Transmigant's Crown to keep us drawing cards. We've got Mystic Forge so we can keep playing stuff off the top. Like, wow. Wow, that is a heck of a sealed pool. I think this one, hands down, has to go to Urza. So, at the end of the series, we'll have to do a big review and see who wins. I think Urza is actually ahead right now. I'm pretty sure Urza's like 4-2, and then one of them's a toss-up. Might be 3-2 and 2, something like that. I'm not entirely sure. So since I have forgotten to write down every single one of these as we went, let's go ahead and mark them as we go. So Visions of Phyrexia. That is our 6th Visions of Phyrexia. Takacia's Welcome. That is our 4th Takacia's Welcome. Nice. Foundry Inspector, not tracking. Hall of Tagsin. That is now our 11th Hall of Tagsin. Springleaf Drum. Teferi Temporal Pilgrim. Let's see. Teferi. And we actually got 2 of those. Where is Teferi on this list? There he is, Teferi. So that is Teferi number 6 and number 7. Simian Simulacrum. So that is Simian Simulacrum number 6. Sky Strike Officer. That is Sky Strike Officer number 10. Fade from History. That is Fade from History. Fade from History, where are you? That's Fade from History number 5. Okay. And then Platoon Dispenser. That's Platoon Dispenser number 5. Transmigrant's Crown. Where is Transmigrant's Crown? There it is. That's Transmigrant's Crown number 10. Rootwire Amalgam. That is Rootwire Amalgam number 5. Hercule's Final Meditation. That's Hercule's Final Meditation number 9. Let's see. Razorlash Transmigrant. That's Razorlash Transmigrant number 7. Steel Seraph. That is Steel Seraph number 6. We've already marked Teferi. And then Battlefield Forge. That is Battlefield Forge number 4. Wow. We've had 4 Battlefield Forges, but we've had 9 Brushlands, 10 Hall of Tagsin, 7 Battlefield Forges, 5 Llanowar Wastes, 6 Llanowar Wastes, 5 Mishra's Foundries, 12 Underground Rivers. Wow. All right. That's a thing. Oh. Yeah, tell me in the comments what you would have built. I really like the big artifacts idea. That seems like it would be the most interesting to play out of this pool. And then blue-black really seems like the way to go for Mishra's pool here. But maybe I'm way off. Maybe like blue-green. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And again, until the end of the year, we're trying to push to 100 subscribers. If that happens, I will be giving away a Brothers War gift bundle um, to a random subscriber. And if you don't want a Brothers War gift bundle, we can work out something with like a gift card or something. Um, yeah, thank you for joining me on this adventure, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.